So question number 4, the first part is subtract 4a minus 7ab plus 3b plus 12 from 12a minus 9ab plus 5b minus 3. Now over here you have to subtract the first expression from the second expression. So second expression will be written first. Minus the first expression will be written. Now when you are writing this, the second expression will be written minus of first, you have to put the brackets. That is very important. Because this entire expression has to be subtracted from the first one. And what will happen when I open the bracket, all the signs will change. That is why this bracket is very important. So minus 4a, this minus and minus will become plus. So it will become plus 7ab. Then minus and this plus will become minus 3b. And minus and plus will become minus 12. Then you will see what are the like terms. Like terms will be arranged together. So 12a and 4a, they are like terms. So 12a minus 4a, then minus 9ab, and then you will check if there is another ab term. So there is one 7ab term. So minus 9ab plus 7ab plus 5b and minus 3b, minus 3 and minus 12. So it has been arranged in that way. Then you will subtract 12 minus 4 is 8. So 8a. Then minus 9 plus 7 is minus 2. So minus 2ab. Then 5 minus 3 is 2. So 2b. And minus 3 minus 12 is minus 15. So this is the final answer. Now next one is subtract 3xy plus 5yz minus 7zx from 5xy minus 2yz minus 2zx plus 10xz. So this term, second one, this expression, second one will be written first within brackets. Minus, again a bracket has to be put and first expression has to be written inside that bracket. Second step, remove the bracket. So first expression, all the signs remain the same. Second expression, all the signs will change. Minus 3xy, minus and plus will become minus. Minus and minus will become plus. Now you will combine the like terms together. 5xy and you have another xy term here, minus 3xy. So they will be written together. Then minus 2yz and then you have another yz term. They will be written together. Then minus 2zx plus 7zx plus 10xyz. Now there is no like term corresponding to this. So this will be written as it is. Then 5xy minus 3xy is 2xy. Minus 2 minus 5 is minus 7. So minus 7yz. Minus 2 plus 7 is plus 5. So plus 5zx plus 10xyz. So if you have to do it vertically, the second expression will be written first. 12a minus 9ab plus 5b minus 3 minus of this entire expression. So all the signs will change over here. And accordingly you will compute them. So next we are going to start with multiplication of algebraic expressions. That is exercise 9.2. In the first one, we are just seeing multiplication of a monomial with another monomial. That means both the terms that you are going to multiply, both the expressions are containing only single terms. Okay. So the method is that you will multiply the coefficients and multiply the variables together and write it as a product. So if you have 4 multiplied by 7p, you have to find the product of all these. So 4 into 7p, you will multiply 4 into 7, that is coefficients will be multiplied together and variables will be multiplied together. Here the variable is not there, so p into 1, that will be p only, and 4 into 7 is 28. So the answer will be 28p. If you have a variable with 4, suppose if it is minus 4p into 7p, then you will multiply coefficients, that is minus 4 into 7 and p into p. P into p is p square and minus 4 into 7 is minus 28. So the answer will be minus 28p square. Then if you have minus 4p into 7p cube, minus 4 into 7 is 28 and p into pq is p square cube. 4p cube into minus 3p. So 4 into minus 3 is minus 12 and p cube into p will be p raised to the power of 4. And 4p into 0, anything which is multiplied with 0 will give you the final answer as 0 only. That is true for all real numbers also as well as all algebraic expressions also. So if any algebraic expression is also multiplied with 0, answer will be 0. So these are application based questions. Application of multiplication of monomial with a monomial in finding area of rectangle. Area of rectangle we know is length into breadth. Now if length is given to you and breadth is given to you, then their product will give you the area. So here length and breadth are given in terms of algebraic expressions. So the area will also be coming as an algebraic expression only. So if P and Q are the length and breadth, the area will be PQ square units by multiplying P and Q. If the length is 20x square and breadth is 5y square, then area of this rectangle will be 20 into 5 into x square into y square, that is 100 x square y square units. Volume of a rectangular box if the length, breadth and height is given to you will be found by multiplying the length, breadth and height. L into B into H, that is the formula for volume of a cuboid. So if 5a, 3a square and 7a raised to the power of 4, they are the length, breadth and height. If you have to find out the volume of this rectangular box, you have to multiply them. So you have to multiply coefficients together, that will give you 5 into 3 into 7, okay, 105. And then a square, a raised to the power of 4, these you have to multiply. Multiply the variables together. So here you can use laws of exponents. So add the powers. A raised to the power of 1. So 1 plus 2 plus 4. That is a raised to the power of 7 cubic units. That is the volume. Third one, the length is xy, breadth is 2x square y and height is 2xy square. So volume will be L into B into H, that is 2 into 2 is 4. Now x will be multiplied with x square and another x. So that will be x raised to the power of 4. Then y, here again one y is there, here y square is there. So y raised to the power of 4 cubic units. This is the answer.